Hello everyone, welcome back to J&H in the Comic Wasteland. I am Jay, this is H, and we are here with episode 11, spotlighting Champions #1 by Mark Waid, Humberto Ramos, and Marvel Comics.
Damn right.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar with what's going on with Marvel right now, we're in the midst of the second superhero civil war. But even before that, in all new, all different Avengers, they were laying the seeds that there's like this rift growing between the younger heroes and the older heroes.
Yep.
That I think that the most telling example is in this issue, where after the Avengers fight the Wrecking Crew, Miss Marvel wants to, help out with the cleanup, and the older heroes are like, yeah, we're not really equipped to do this kind of stuff. There's engineers for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we don't have Stark.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
It's like
she's like, whoa.
Yeah, she's like, pump your brakes. It's like,
you gotta take responsibility.
Yeah, we caused half of this damage. It's like.
That's true.
So, in addition to Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Sam Alexander, Nova, now Miss Marvel has left the Avengers. So
Kamala Khan.
So, in this issue, we see that, Miss Khan is just like totally disillusioned with the whole superheroing thing. She really doesn't get how, these larger than life superhero types seem a bit self-centered and they're busy fighting amongst themselves. And, she feels that as superheroes, they should be trying their damnedest to regain the public trust.
Right.
So we notice, Humberto Ramos is the artist. He's one of the definitive Spider-Man artists. He had a book from Wildstorm like 10, maybe almost 15 years ago called Crimson. It was a vampire book. That's where I first discovered him. And the way he sets, it's like subtle little things like this. The way he did all these panels of just showing Ms. Marvel's costume in the closet.
Yeah.
And her just looking back and forth at it. And you can tell, that itch is there, that she wants to...
She wants to be out there.
Right, she wants to be out there.
She wants to be active, she wants to be proactive.
But she was just so down on the whole superhero thing.
Yeah.
So then we see her texting Miles and Nova.
Yep.
And...
They're like they're the trio now, the best buddies.
Yeah. And you can tell, they were like, poking fun of her, like, oh, she's going to tell us this now. She's going to tell us that how it's our responsibility to do this. And
yeah. I mean, they were obviously shocked that she decided to up and quit. Because Sam and Miles were the first ones to quit. They're like, fuck this war. Like,
this isn't what we signed up for.
Right, we can't be a part of this. And they just kind of like left Carol Danvers' team. And Kamala was like the last one because she was very pro Carol. So she decides to get the crew together and say like, listen, I think it's now our responsibility to bring that spark of hope,
back to the people.
Right, be that light. And they started recruiting people.
And one of the first people they find is totally awesome Hulk,
Amadeus Cho,
yeah.
8th smartest person in the world, which is totally badass.
Which is actually pretty funny. They actually make a reference to that when they're...
He's like, dude, you're the 8th smartest person in the world.
So Cho is trying to save a group of trapped miners, and just...
Spidey's
everything, it's the perfect storm. He's trying to save these people for one thing, then the water's coming on the underside, and he's trying to get everyone out. Yeah, but then Miles, Sam, and Kamala show up, and...
lend them a hand,
lend them a hand, and then, they're able to talk Cho and his sister, right?
Yeah.
Into, we're going to do something here. We're gathering,
our own crew.
We're recruiting, right?
Like Young Avengers, but not quite.
I did get that vibe, though.
It's like Young Avengers, but not quite.
We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, so then Cho's like, cool, I'm down. Kind of like how, if you guys saw the Justice League trailer with Flash and...
Like Barry Allen.
Yeah, when Barry Allen and Bruce Wayne just shows up in his house, he's like, yeah, I'm totally down. I need more friends.
Like, yeah, I haven't even told you what the whole plan is. Like, no.
I don't care.
I can't do this alone. I need friends.
So Cho's like, I got the perfect person. She's someone I play online games with.
Yep.
And then they show up at the Vision's house.
And it turns out the Vision has a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, actually, if you guys are reading the Vision title by Tom King, Vision has like totally retreated from the Avengers. He's living out in the suburbs now. He built himself a family. Yeah, he's like totally, the suburban dad.
Exactly.
Vision. So yeah, they open the door and he's like, "How may I help you?" And they're all kind of like they're about to piss themselves. Yeah. And then Cho breaks the silence and he's like, I'm here to see your daughter. I play games with her online. And yeah, so Viv Vision is the Vision's daughter, and she's same thing. Like she has everything the Vision can do. So she can fly. She can become intangible. She can basically download the entire internet if she wanted to. You know,
right, she's totally connected.
So Cho's like, you know, she can totally be our
like eyes in the sky. You know, kind of like
our oracle.
Our first response, like first response team.
So one of the first things she finds, it looks like that there are a group of women trapped in a crate, and they're victims of human trafficking.
Yeah.
So this group now consisting of, like we said, it's Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Sam Alexander Nova,
Kamala Khan,
Ms. Marvel, Amadeus Cho, Hulk, and now Vision. They go and they're able to find these guys, you know, and this dude is like dressed like the sad clown. I forget his name, but yeah, he's like one of the sad clowns from one of the historical operas.
Yeah. When you're a clown, nobody takes you seriously.
So this guy, you know, once the 5 teen heroes like totally just decimates this guy's crew, he's like, you know what? I'm smart enough to know that when to cut my losses, and he detonates a bomb. It looks like or like a small explosive that sends this crate into the water. Yeah. And as good as these kids are, they just can't, you know, save this thing in time. So they have to allow it to hit the water first.
To hit the bottom, so Hulk can get leverage on it.
Because otherwise,
he can't grab it like while he's swimming. So they're like, all right, don't worry about it. Let's do this. So Nova's the one that pushes it down.
Right. So Nova has to let go of the clown guy to go help them, and then
like, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. So he pushes it down. Hulk gets his
He's talking to the crowd of people at the symbol. One of you people call 911. I don't care who. You know, it's like,
they're a bunch of kids. They're obviously in the midst of things, like they've done like a lot of good with the adults, but they're still kids, right? They're trying to figure this shit out.
Right, you know, they're still of the YouTube generation, so people are more concerned with, you know, posting, you know, selfies and, you know, filming this on their phones.
Right, it's a Black Mirror situation.
But right, so they eventually are able to get the crate out of the water, but then one of the women appears to die. Cho goes off on this dude.
Hulk busts a fucking gasket and just beats the shit out of this guy.
And the crowd is like, you know, hyping him up, like, you know, they're egging him on. Yeah, exactly. You know, this dude's a human trafficker. He's scum. He doesn't deserve to live. You know, if you're a real hero, you do this. And that's when Ms. Marvel is like, you know,
hold on.
And she gives it, which, funny enough, is probably like one of the best speeches you might find in a Marvel book, because, I mean, Marvel seems, you know, like I said, with the whole Civil War thing going on, they seem to be, you know, like kind of dour, you know, kind of depressing lately. I mean,
it's just it's a civil war, right? They're in the middle of a civil war, and so they're kind of like not doing what they're supposed to be. They're focusing their efforts on something else entirely.
Right.
So these kids are just like,
because the heroes are too busy fighting amongst themselves to worry about the villains.
Exactly. So they started their own team.
So this glimmer of hope comes together, and
people are cheering the hell out of them. Hashtag champions.
And it starts trending almost immediately.
Like, everyone's like, shit, these are the fucking kids, you know.
And the thing is that they might have just started a movement.
Pretty much.
Which, you know, like I said, that you know, they might have just lit the spark that you know, brings hope back to the Marvel Universe.
They start getting ping from a bunch of different sources, like a bunch of different people that want to join them and be part of their crew. You know, among them, like, young Cyclops.
Yeah, we get cameos from young Cyclops. We get Riri Williams.
The next Iron Man, yep.
We see Moon Girl, who, if you read Moon Girl by Amy Reeder and Brandon Montclair, it looks like Moon Girl might even be smarter than Amadeus Cho, because they're like positioning her to be the smartest person in the Marvel Universe. And mind you, I don't even think she's like 13 yet, so you know, watch out for Moon Girl. And then I believe there's also the new Falcon. I think who that other character was.
Falcon's like understudy.
Right. And the new Wasp. Yeah, I forgot about the new Wasp. That she's also in all different Avengers. But it looks like, you know, we have a new team on our hands, and again, traditionally speaking, this is kind of the role that the Young Avengers was filling in.
Right.
And I mean, who knows if we'll see Young Avengers again. I did see over Comic-Con weekend, they did announce that Miss America from Young Avengers is getting her own book by the Young Avengers team, so I'm looking forward to that. But yes, with Champions,
it seems like a fresh book, right?
Yeah,
it's a back to basics kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, Waid and Ramos, you know, it is a traditional teen book. It's beat by beat, exactly what you would expect, but it still felt fresh compared to a lot of the other Marvel stuff coming out.
Right, because like all these characters, they're a big deal. Like these characters are not, you know, they're literally the newest characters on the block. You know, we have an Asian Hulk, a black like Latino Spider-Man,
a black teen Iron Man.
Right. We have
Moon Girl. Like I said, I don't even think Moon Girl is in high school yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan,
Yeah.
who's, you know,
Middle Eastern and
so it's great. You know, it's obviously. I'm assuming it's what the people like wanted the most. Obviously, they want to be able to identify with these characters, and now they're going to be champions, which is a brand new word, pretty much a brand new team.
Right. Even though historically there's been a champions like in the 70s and even in the I believe in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, this team is basically like an offshoot, like disenfranchised Avengers types.
Right.
Or in Cyclops' type, you know, he just couldn't do the X-Men thing anymore.
Exactly.
Because it's like, you know, he saw what he was going to become with adult Cyclops, and
Right.
even that's gone off the rails. But yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's great, right? Because now it's actually like famous characters, like some of the
Right.
most famous characters, the most famous mantles
Right.
in this book.
No, yeah,
As
it's
a
like
team.
a generational thing. Yeah,
Exactly.
Right, right.
So while the adults are off doing like their own shit,
In that regard, it's almost like a Teen Titans thing.
pretty much.
Right, yeah.
Pretty much.
Like how Teen Titans first got started, right?
Exactly. So this one started pretty simple. Obviously, there was precedents within, you know, Nova, Spider-Man, and Miss Marvel, because they already knew each other from before. They worked for a while. So they started the team. Obviously, it made too much sense not to do it. And Totally Awesome Hulk, if you haven't been following that book, really good book. Amadeus was actually a great freaking Hulk. Obviously, Banner's dead, which added more fire to the Civil War.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. But no, you know, just give it a chance. Obviously, we're excited to see. We love Mark Waid. We love Humberto Ramos'
Yeah,
art.
Ramos's art. Yeah, I love Ramos's art. But yeah.
So you know, obviously, if you've read anything from Mark Waid in the past, you know he usually never lets you down.
He doesn't disappoint. Right,
Exactly.
guys?
So you know, just give it a chance. This is our micro episode. Hopefully, you like it. Let us know if you want to see anything else, and we'll see you in our next micro.
Thank you,
episode.
guys.